I don't want to be a hypocrite because I was close to Charlie and close to Erica and I care about this topic for me to go, oh, now all of a sudden I want Druski to be canceled. Because I didn't mind laughing at when he made fun of the pastors.
It hasn't even been 72 hours and people are still heated about the Druski video. Honestly, almost every skit he drops sparks some kind of backlash. But in this case, there are a few elephants in the room. First, Druski put on makeup to look white, and that alone is a big deal because now we're talking whiteface. He's right. Then, the bigger issue, Druski isn't just poking fun at a white woman, he's making fun of Erica Kirk, the widow of the late Charlie Kirk. That's a serious situation, especially with white conservative circles. Senator Ted Cruz of Florida was reportedly upset, commenting on Druski's skit with "beneath contempt, woo." Now, someone with an interesting perspective on this is Officer Tatum, who was close with Charlie Kirk and knows Erica personally. Officer Tatum came forward with a very controversial take on Druski's skit, adding even more fuel to the conversation.
I've watching Druski stuff for a very long time. I think Druski is an incredible comedian. I think he's hilarious. I think he has a great talent and ability. I really do. Druski makes fun of everybody. Nobody's off limits. He makes fun of people, and I laugh at every time he makes fun of people because it's funny, it's comedy. I think objectively, what he did in this skit is funny. It just simply is. He made fun of it or whatever the case may be.
He kicks off his comments pretty neutral. He's been watching Druski for a long time and admits he's an incredible comedian. He thinks Druski is hilarious, recognizes his talent and skill, and knows that no one is off limits. He pokes fun at everybody. Objectively, he even says some parts of the skit were funny. But here's the thing, when you step back and consider who he made fun of and the circumstances surrounding Charlie Kirk's assassination, it crosses a line. Looking at it that way, the joke isn't just edgy, it's outright disgusting.
I don't want to be a hypocrite because I was close to Charlie and close to Erica and I care about this topic for me to go, oh, now all of a sudden I want Druski to be canceled. Because I didn't mind laughing at when he made fun of the pastors. I didn't mind laughing when he made fun of white hillbillies at Talladega. I didn't mind when it wasn't close to me. So I also can't think he should be canceled because it's somebody I know. But I will say the reason that I will not post this, I will not support this Druski content is because I think it's incredibly insensitive. I don't blame him for a certain part of it because he don't know Charlie and he's not in that world. But I will say that I do think it's insensitive. And if I could have talked to Druski before he made this, I say, look, man, you need to not do this one. You need to not do it because the way that Charlie was murdered and assassinated makes this look really disgusting.
Now, he's saying he doesn't want Druski to be canceled because, honestly, he didn't mind laughing when it was somebody else. And Druski never personally knew Erica Kirk or Charlie Kirk. But if he did get a chance to talk to Druski, he'd say, don't post this. It's incredibly insensitive. The way Charlie was murdered makes this skit look really disgusting. See, Officer Tatum may have been a good cop, but logic in debating, not his strong suit. And again, he's a decent human being in some ways. I get that he's trying to make sense of this, but he just isn't. Here's the key point. In that skit, which wasn't even 3 minutes long, Druski never mentioned Charlie Kirk. He didn't talk about an assassination, and Erica's name wasn't in the skit. Her grieving or association with Charlie wasn't made fun of either. Druski intentionally left out intimate details that could have been insensitive. Because he's that talented, he didn't need to be offensive to make it funny. Just stating the obvious that Erica Kirk is weird was enough. Here's the part Brandon Tatum avoids mentioning. Long before Druski made the skit, people were already talking about Erica Kirk's behavior. Thousands, probably hundreds of thousands of videos criticized her for acting too happy or pretending to be overly sad after her husband's assassination. People questioned whether she had fully moved on, especially as she became the CEO of Turning Point USA, hugged J.D. Vance, hugged Donald Trump, and even gave J.D. Vance what some called googly eyes. That behavior alone sparked massive backlash, long before Druski even considered the skit. Honestly, that's probably where he got the idea in the first place. If Erica Kirk had acted differently, she wouldn't have drawn so much attention or criticism. Comedians, content creators, and commentators alike observe trends. When the public is focused on something, we naturally engage with it too. After Charlie's passing from September 10, 2025 into October and November, Erica's spotlight created a situation where any unusual behavior would be amplified. While losing a spouse is tragic, the reality is that public figures live under scrutiny, and people respond harshly when expectations aren't met. The truth? Erica Kirk's behavior was already cringe before Druski's skit. People on the right and left alike found it repulsive. Druski simply highlighted what everyone had already noticed, the obvious quirks in her behavior. That's why his video blew up, reaching over 75 million views on Instagram, far beyond his 12.2 million followers. You don't get that kind of engagement if the subject isn't exhibiting those traits. That's why we love skits like Talladega NASCAR, The Hebrew Israelite, and Black Megachurch, because they're accurate. If you have a problem with Druski's skit, it's not Druski you have a problem with, it's Erica Kirk. And let's be honest, Brandon Tatum can't hold these white conservative folks accountable unless they're talking about Israel.